Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Just Another 20-something with me, Marissa. Today, I have Gabrielle here with me.
It's great to be here, Marissa.
We're being really awkward because we're out in public right now. This is a fun little episode for you guys because I am out and about. I just kind of had this idea that we should do this together randomly.
Like
we were already going to hang out today, so I was like, hey, do you want to do this episode?
I have my water. I'm ready. Let's get
ready.
into it.
We're jam-packed. Today, we are talking about The Bachelorette because obviously I am obsessed with reality TV and The Bachelor and The Bachelorette are my favorite shows. So we obviously had to talk about it on the podcast. New season. Katie is our Bachelorette.
Isn't The Bachelorette, not to cut you off, but isn't The Bachelorette supposed to be on like every Monday and Tuesday for like almost the rest of the year because of Michelle?
Really? Wait, Monday and Tuesday?
They said some Tuesdays, not all Tuesdays.
Oh. Wait, just Michelle's season or Katie's
No,
as
like
well?
Katie, like from now until the end of the year, there'll probably be some Bachelor content and Paradise.
And Paradise,
So
which we'll
get
have
ready.
to talk about that.
There'll be a lot of Bachelor content on
A lot of
Marissa's
content.
podcast.
Okay, please ignore any of the words of people talking. Okay, so we want to start off. Katie. Katie is our Bachelorette this season. What are your thoughts? Did you like her in the last season, like in Matt's season? What are your thoughts? Give it to me.
I think I'm biased too because I think she's from Renton, Washington.
Yeah, she's from Seattle.
And I think it's Renton.
Okay.
And no one would say she's from there, but I think that's what it said on her cast bio originally.
Well, yeah, I think it's from Renton for sure, but they showed in the beginning they showed Seattle and they were
I thought that part was kind of weird, like her in her hotel room and then she like screamed I'm Bachelorette.
Well, and it was weird, like, why are you staying in a hotel in Seattle if you're from Seattle? Like, why is this even
and
a
then
thing?
somehow it transitioned to New Mexico. Like,
yeah.
There wasn't she didn't get on a plane.
No.
It was just like, you're in Seattle and then you're in
and then here you are.
resort.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it was a little...
I liked her on Matt's season a lot.
Me too.
I was definitely on her team, if you want to call it that, during
Team Katie,
all the bullying.
Yeah. Okay.
I just with the whole Serena thing and all the girls, I saw what Katie all the way. So I was happy she was going to be the Bachelorette.
Me too. I know, because when we first were kind of like hearing that Katie might be the Bachelorette, I know my mom was like, ugh, I hate Katie. And it's like, why? Because I was totally Team Katie as well.
I think people have strong opinions. Like, you're either, oh, she did it like a little too much. Like, people were saying she was manipulating the situation.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't agree with that at all.
It didn't, like, the people that bring up drama normally are doing that for like some sort of attention but it just seemed very genuine.
Yeah.
And I felt bad for her. And, like, on that massage date with Matt and Tyler was there.
Yeah, that was terrible.
It was, you were like, oh gosh, she's going home.
Yeah, like, bye.
They were, like, great friends.
They literally were like friendly. Yeah.
She's now going to have her own
I know, she's going to have her
season.
own journey.
And her whole thing is that she's totally different from everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Her tastes.
Well, yeah, and like, okay, like, obviously I'm all for her being sex positive and whatever, but the amount of times that they talked about that in, like, the little preview thing, like, let's get to know Katie, it's like, okay, we get it, she likes to have sex.
And all the puns, and I was just thinking, did the guys, like, have to say that? Or,
I know.
like, were the producers, like, encouraging them to say all these puns?
I feel like they were. Like, I feel like they genuinely were.
Just like, there can't be this many guys that had these puns in their back pocket. I feel like I'd just be super nervous too about. Sorry, God. I was like, I don't want to talk about sex right now.
We're really choosing the best time to do this. No, but yeah, like, when the guys kept coming up and being like, like,
the stroking it.
Out.
Yeah.
Oh, the stroking it one actually
but
made
he
me
actually was a good
puke.
painter.
Yeah,
like,
no, he
it was
seemed
impressive.
nice.
It was better than like, oh, I'm an artiste, and then he draws like a stick figure and it's like a joke or something.
No. Anyway, we'll get into that.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want to talk about it then.
But yeah, so we like Katie. She's quirky. She's different. But she's not
more relatable.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even think it's that she's different. It's like she's more, you could see yourself in her. Like, she's sometimes her taste is a little questionable, but like
very
just in general, I think with the other past like contestants, you see like so distracting.
I know, God.
with the past contestants, they're just all like, I'm not saying Katie's not gorgeous. This is going to sound wrong. But just like they have this thing
almost
where it just doesn't seem like,
unattainable.
unreachable. And I feel like she's kind of more, I don't want to say down to earth, but just like.
She's just more like a real person.
We could be friends.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, so then what are your thoughts of Caitlin and Tayshia as the new hosts, at least for this season?
Yes. Okay, so I feel like I haven't seen Caitlin in forever, so that was kind of weird.
I know.
I loved how they came in the car, it just
their little bandanas.
Yes, I loved that.
Yeah, me too.
But then them sneaking up on her
was weird.
Was so weird.
That was really weird.
I'm like, that was not a surprise. Like, Katie really was not wandering around going, I'm alone.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. I wanted to bring this up
because
Katie, kept mentioning, how am I going to do this alone? And it's like, are you... like, did you really think you were going to be doing this alone? Like, exactly. I'm confused.
It's like they dubbed that in later.
Yeah.
They're like, Katie, act like you're confused.
You have to pretend that you had no idea this was happening.
It's okay. Odds are she wouldn't be standing facing one direction for so long in dead silence. They made it seem like she had gotten out there. The limo was about to come.
Yeah.
But she was like, no host. And then they surprised her.
Right.
That definitely did not happen.
No.
But I love Tayshia, and I do really like Caitlin too.
Yeah.
I did think at times it was weird only because of the way that they would like say the same thing at the same time.
Oh,
I think it's just finding the rhythm because it's so different, and they have like, not that I love Chris Harrison, but they have shoes to fill of some sort or a role to fill because with the like the voiceovers.
Yeah, the voiceovers are weird.
I wish they could just keep his voice. He just seems like the voiceover guy.
I guess I didn't realize that he did all of the voiceovers until I listened to the new ones, and I'm like, that sounds so weird.
He's noticeably absent now,
yes.
Which I never really cared before.
No, and I was totally like,
don't,
I was like, oh, I'm not even going to notice, but it's like the tiny little details you definitely are kind of like,
And with the whole, the final rose, I think they were nervous about being too much like Chris, so it seemed like they weren't there at all. For those moments. But I did like their interactions with Katie, and I liked at the window. That was fun, and to hear their thoughts on her. I liked that.
No, me too. And I definitely like them together. Definitely, like, because I remember seeing Caitlin just because I watched Dancing with the Stars when she was on it. Did you watch that?
Bits and pieces, but not the whole thing.
Okay, yeah. So I watched that, so I was like, oh yeah, Caitlin, like she's back on TV. So I like remember her from that, but yeah, it's like she hasn't been on The Bachelor in forever.
Well, it didn't even feel like it was her. Like
no.
That's
like
what I was
person.
thinking. Did they cut a lot out or something? Because their personalities were also a little off. Especially Caitlin. I don't know if it just didn't have. You could hear her laugh at times. Yeah. And then that was kind of it for her personality.
I know, because I wonder if because obviously everyone loves Tayshia. We just saw Tayshia, so she's fresh. Everyone's like comfortable with her, so maybe they maybe cut some of Caitlin's stuff out. I don't know.
It's just kind of weird.
I know. That was a little odd. But yeah, I agree where I think they're just going to have to figure it out as time goes on, and it'll probably get better. And I'm curious, do you think, because now, everybody, Chris Harrison is never coming back. He is off the show, off the franchise, everything. So do you think they're going to have Caitlin and Tayshia for Michelle's season? Or do you think they're going to have someone new?
I think that whatever they do, I don't think switching up is the right answer. Not necessarily Caitlin and Tayshia. I think time will tell how that works out. Yeah. But just with even bringing Paradise into the mix and having those random celebrities and people, I don't love it because obviously it's different. Chris Harrison's gone, but I think in the future there should be kind of one person that settle or two, but someone that settles into the role.
Well, two hosts is kind of odd. It seems a little. Because, did you watch...
I agree. I was just trying to be supportive of Caitlin.
I love you guys. Well, did you watch... oh my gosh, what was that show on Netflix? With Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey as the hosts.
God, now you've lost me.
Oh, what is it called? Love is Blind. Did you watch Love is Blind?
Oh, I forgot their names. Yes.
Okay, so that was Nick and Vanessa Lachey.
That's true. And
it was weird. But at least for that one, it could be okay, Nick was for the guys and Vanessa was for the girls.
And then they never had they had nothing to go off of it. It was,
right.
This is the first season. This is what we're doing.
Right. Like, this is cool, whatever. But yeah, like, it's going to be, I don't know. I feel like they should just have one. I agree that I think it should just be, like, a consistent person the entire time. Because, like, when I first heard out, like, about David Spade coming for the Paradise, I was like, for the whole time? Like, David Spade, I am so confused. Like, who?
Well,
so that was odd.
They bring in people all the time. Like,
yeah.
Not our favorite, Nick, is coming to be one of the guests. And they have a lot of random people they bring back on any season. So it seems like if they want to bring Bachelor people back or someone to have a conversation with the lead, they could do that. So I think having a consistent host is a smarter move.
Yeah. They're probably... Yeah. I was just going to say, they're probably just trying to work out all the kinks. So they're like, let's try them.
They have such loyal Chris Harrison followers. But I feel like sticking someone in the host position permanently is too painful for them to handle.
Well, and like with Dancing with the Stars, they took out Tom Bergeron.
Oh, right.
And I think Aaron Andrews, but I never liked Aaron, so I was like, whatever. But like Tom leaving, and then they replaced him with Tyra Banks, and that is weird. Like, it's weird.
It's weird too, and she's the host of so many things that it's kind of weird too.
Well, and she's like a wacko.
She's kind of scary.
She's very odd.
I forgot about that. That was sad. He was like the...
I know.
He was
again,
the face. Like a Chris Harrison.
But at least Tom wasn't racist.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as we know, I guess.
Bare minimum, I know.
Jesus. But yeah, so
he's no longer part of it, ever.
No. And those are our thoughts on that. Okay, so now we meet the men. And Gabby has to pull up what the men look like because she doesn't remember.
No, it's not that I don't remember. I just want to be fresh.
I mean, to be fair, they're all a little basic. So it could be like like Brendan. Who the hell is that? Like, that could be literally anyone.
Oh my God, that's him? No.
No.
It's that guy?
No, Brendan. Brendan's the firefighter from Canada. He's that one.
Oh, their names are...
Oh, it's like on top of the photo.
Okay, I will remember this.
Okay, so for me, I listed out my favorites. So I'm going to go through my favorites, and then Gabby will go through hers. And then we'll go through my maybe like them, I don't know. And then I have my no way. And honestly, the no way one is probably like going to be the biggest list. And I don't even have any good reasons. I'm just like, no way. So my first favorite is Andrew S. He is the one, he's the pro football player from Vienna, Austria. I think he was so cute in his little video.
I
mean, do you hate him? Oh,
no.
Oh.
When I saw just that, like, before any interaction, I was like, okay, don't play anymore. Like, come to me.
Yeah, like thank you so much for your service. No, he's so cute. And he just seemed really nice. And he does a fake British accent, which...
He quoted Bridgerton, which I'm sorry, it worked. It worked on me.
Completely.
I was like, okay.
His British accent is really good.
I appreciated it, and I'm glad that he stopped it so soon. Like, telling Kate, I thought he was going to keep going and then leave, and she was going to think he was... Because it did kind of... I mean, he was nervous, too.
Nervous, yeah.
So it didn't sound like he was actually British.
No.
I think he should have said... Because... He said he was from Vienna, but then said he was joking about the accent, so I don't think she knows he actually lives there right now.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm from Vienna, Austria. And she's like, uh-huh. And then he's like, no, I'm kidding, I'm from Chicago. But then it's like, but you are living in Vienna. Like, that is true.
I just feel like that'd be cool. That would be like a easy thing for Katie to remember him. Oh, he's the guy that lives in Europe.
Right. Like, actually a true thing. Yeah, so that was interesting. And he seems very sweet.
Yes.
That's what I said about that. Okay, and then I have Brendan, who is the firefighter from Canada.
Okay.
I just thought mostly he was just really hot. I literally have hot.
All caps.
In all caps. And he plays hockey, so woo.
He has points that he's from Canada and that he's a firefighter, and I like hockey.
Yep.
His pick, okay, I'm still iffy on if I actually find him attractive. I'm
really?
Very sorry.
Oh, no.
But I agree he looks better on the camera than this photo doesn't. Okay, zooming in, he looks a little better in the eyes.
He looks great. He looks great in this photo.
He looks better. I just, from far away, I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Okay. But this guy here.
What's his name? That Brandon? Guy is a hell no. He went away like right away. No, I don't have obviously a ton of reasons for these people because I don't really know them yet. Yes. But Brendan, hot for sure. Then I have Christian. So Christian was one of the guys at the very end where he, like, you know, at the rose ceremony when they close up on these guys and they're like, oh, I don't know if I'll make it. I think they're gonna eliminate me because I hate it.
No, they're going to get chosen.
I know. Every time they do that, they get chosen. And my mom, so they kept talking. Like Christian kept being like, it would just really suck if I didn't make it. And she was like, okay, hold on. I was like, Mom, like they have to do this.
I know they have to make like someone seem like they're gonna go home.
Like they're gonna go home. But I don't know anything about him. But because I think the only time I actually ever saw him was at the end when he was doing that, and I was like, oh, he's like pretty cute, and he had a nice velvet green suit on, which I was like,
fan of that.
Sir, what? Like this is not your casual little rose ceremony suit. This is like a hello. I'm wearing this green velvet suit. I'm cute. He also just. I feel like he had some kind of accent. Like, I think he's from America.
From Boston.
Oh, Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, then it was a Boston accent. Okay, that makes sense. But I was like,
No, I do like him so far, and I think that
so far.
Also, you know, sometimes they highlight people, or keep some people in the background, and they're gonna come. You know, so he could be.
He could be one of those people.
Guys.
Yeah, because I think doesn't he look cute?
I think he's cute.
He's cute.
Yeah, I think
okay, so he's really
he
cute.
looks sweet.
Okay, and then finally on my list is Trey.
The ball pit.
The ball pit guy. Okay, the ball pit wasn't my favorite move of his, just because personally I wouldn't want to go chill in a ball pit.
He grew on me.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Like,
well, because his first little package, I was like, oh, this guy is, like, bubbly, nice. His little laugh is so cute. Like, he's just like, So I really like him. He seems really sweet. I can see him getting annoying, though, because did you notice, like, when they were talking in the ball pit, they were, like, talking about something, and then randomly he's like, what's your middle name? Oh, sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm like, oh, that would fucking piss me off.
That was one of the lines. That was one of the things I was thinking of. Yes.
Yeah, I'd be like,
what a random thing to ask.
And what if he does that every conversation?
I know.
What if you're talking and he's like, oh, what's your favorite color? Oh, sorry, I'm all over the place.
He's like, that came out of left field. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I'd be like, you're weird. So, see you later.
Especially just like we first met. Like, I'm going to, Marissa, your middle name?
Oh, what's your middle name? And no offense, but where's that conversation going to go?
No,
my middle name's Rose.
And mine's Nicole.
It's like, oh, Nicole, that's awesome.
I know someone with that name.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Where are you going with this?
Take you so far.
Yeah, at least if you're going to be random, have it where it's going to go somewhere, and we're going to have a fun time. Okay, so those are my faves. Who are your faves?
See, I did not have time to prepare. I don't think. I mean, okay.
I'm really putting her on the spot.
Andrew was the guy from the beginning that I was like, ooh.
Okay.
When he kept up with a British accent, though.
Yeah, he kind of kept doing it.
That didn't impress me.
It's like, it's cute in the first half. Second half, you gotta let it go.
I know. I liked Christian a lot. I'm trying. Okay, are we going in like the order? I don't want to say anyone I don't like, but this guy.
Oh yeah, we'll get to him.
Okay, just keep going, and I'll tell you if I like. Let's go to the maybes because I have stuff to say about Connor.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, next we have our maybe list. This is maybe I like them, probably not though. Number 1 on that list is Connor B. He's the math teacher. Seems like a very sweet guy, but he came in a cat costume. And personally, if I saw a guy come out of the limo wearing a cat costume, I would be like, get back in the limo. We're not doing this.
And it wasn't like...
But she loved it.
He had the cat paws. He had the makeup.
And he was like licking himself constantly.
The moment he cuts out, pun.
Yes.
And then he's scratching on the door. And
yep.
When not to jump ahead, but when they were inside and he like licked his hand and like
and he was like pawing at his I was like no this is not what we're doing. No, and she was obsessed with it. She was literally obsessed with it. Like she told Tasha and Caitlin, she was like, I can't stop thinking about Connor. And I'm like,
I think
at
they
first
thought
I was like,
she was joking.
I know. at first I was like, wait, which one was Connor? And then I look back and I'm like, the cat?
The cat man.
The cat guy?
I think I'm also just biased towards math teachers.
Do you like math teachers?
No,
or no,
no. Like in a negative
bad
way.
Bias. Okay.
I've not had good experiences with math teachers.
I'm thinking of the only math teacher I loved, which I won't say his name, but the high school one. Everyone knows who I'm talking about. That's the only one. Every other math teacher, I'm like, absolutely not.
There's just something about him that I could just see him like snapping, like just being like,
and being like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, just I don't know.
Well, because so he was really sweet, but when they were talking, he was slightly giving me, desperate vibes.
Yes.
And I'm not a fan of desperate vibes.
He lives in Nashville, and isn't he like? Okay, this might be wrong. Isn't he doing something like with music too, or is that just?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, is he like trying to become a singer?
Yes, he was a math teacher, but I think he was like playing guitar and singing on his balcony or something.
That's also a red flag.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a really, really smart guy who decided to teach math to young students, and he wants to be a singer as well.
Well, it's giving me Jed vibes as well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Not a good idea.
Yeah, and the makeup. Okay, when they were making out,
I literally wanted to crawl inside of my body.
I just had to stop for a moment.
I hated
and just
it.
Not look.
No,
because it was too uncomfortable. And
hated it.
And when she had all the makeup all over her, like all the eyeliner.
Oh yeah.
And it was so funny because when she came out, it was
gone.
It was gone.
Well, and the funniest thing was he was like, "Oh, I hope this doesn't get all over your face." It's like, you put makeup on your face, and now you are aggressively making out with her. So yeah, it's gonna be all over her face. Like that's how that works.
I was wondering if they were gonna play it like she was gonna come back with all, and the guys were gonna be like,
"Hey guys,
wait, what would happen?" And then you see the cat man walk,
and all of his makeup.
That would probably be too much for night one, but I still kind of wanted it secretly.
Yeah, that would have been pretty funny. Okay, so yeah, those are my reasons for Connor. Then we have Greg. This is a controversial one because everyone on Twitter loves Greg. Like, everyone's obsessed with him.
Shocked to see people liked him. Like,
everyone loved him so much. And I was like, this man is giving me basic vibes.
Basic and also nice guy syndrome. Like, I just feel like I know too many nice guys that aren't actually that nice or think that, you know, they deserve the world because they're
super nice. Yeah, which is like, cry me a river.
And just I saw something where he was an actor, like he's done acting, and that just makes like some of his stuff potentially more insincere. Like how she's like, "Oh, you're so nervous."
Yeah, and I think he was playing up the nervous card a lot, like literally too much so. Where I was like, "Are you really this nervous, or like are you pretending?"
Well, it seems like he knows he's funny. Like he knows he can say the right things, and he's just like timing it right.
Yeah,
like,
he's just being like, I'll be super nervous the first night to where she thinks I'm like shy and cute, and then later he's gonna pull out because I put could be douchebag though ? Question mark. Like he's gonna pull out the douchebag card. Because he kind of looks like a douche.
I feel like he's trying to slide under the radar now, and like I feel like it's tricking everybody.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm cynical, but
no, I'm completely the same. And she also was like, he looks like my ex-boyfriend. Is that good or bad? Like, honey, it's bad.
Oh my God. Okay, I didn't realize it was Greg who she said that to. That is the biggest red flag.
Biggest red flag.
Throw him away.
Throw him away.
And it doesn't matter, like, if he actually is a good guy. If he reminds you
of your ex, it's like, you're supposed to be, like, this whole thing that she kept being, like, very serious about, that she's, like, wanting to find her soulmate or whatever. It's like, one, a soulmate on reality TV. Two, if you're trying to find your soulmate, maybe you should go after someone who doesn't resemble an ex. Like, they ended for a reason. You could just be back with your ex if that was the case.
It makes sense. Well, he got the first impression rose. So it makes sense that he's going to go very far. I mean, if he's not in the top 4.
Oh, he's totally top 4. Yeah.
It makes sense just even because he looks like her ex, because she'll have that like familiar person all the way. She's gonna be comfortable with him, and then at the end that'll be the drama. Yeah, because I mean, I haven't really seen the full like sneak peek of the season, but it looks like there's gonna be some crazy stuff.
Okay, and then next I have Carl. So Carl,
I know who you're talking about, the motivational.
Yes.
Oh God.
Okay, because he seems like funny, charismatic, very nice.
Yes.
But then I go, I don't know if I trust a motivational speaker, just as in general as a profession.
Yes.
A motivational speaker?
Could you see like him, motivating you, like trying to be your personal? It's like, I don't want that. Like, we just woke up. Like, calm down.
Shut up. Well, and also like, this is gonna sound really mean, but I didn't know motivational speakers like still existed. Like, that's still a job.
And he travels a lot.
That means he's going to conferences, like, doing this.
It seems like he has this crazy lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I think
that's even what he said. He was like, a crazy lifestyle, and he's like jumping into a pool in like the desert or whatever.
And it says like he wants to settle down.
Yeah.
But it seems like he's not really changing his lifestyle besides coming on this show.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe he just wants more audience members at his next motivational speech.
Oh, well, I was going to say, I don't know if this is him that said it, but in the preview for the next season, someone is like, what do they say? Oh, someone was like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to have followers. Which it's like, sir, you can't just blatantly admit that. Like, oh my God.
Kudos, but okay, you're gone.
Yeah, like, see you later. Okay, yeah, so, but he seems like a nice guy, so like, I don't know.
Yes, I agree. I think he's going to go either way. Yeah. I think time will tell.
Time will tell with that one. Okay, do you have any maybes that you want to discuss?
To be honest, I can't even. Well, I think, I'm just going to let's go to the no ways because I was going to say this is a maybe, but like, it's already your no way, so
okay,
we'll
no
talk
worries.
about it then.
So my first no way is Aaron. He's the first one on that list. The reason I hate Aaron already is he immediately picked a fight with one of the guys.
He seemed drunk. Like, he seemed like he must have been drunk. He had a lot to drink.
Yep.
And he was yelling at this.
He's yelling at this
Cody.
guy. He's literally, yelling at Cody, which we'll get into Cody. He's also on my no way.
Love him.
But, like, he was already yelling at him, being like, dude, I never fucking liked you. Like, I'll never like you. Like, just get out of my face. It's like, you've been here for 2 hours.
I'm saying, do they know each other personally?
Maybe.
Because
that could be a plot twist.
I just felt like, I was like, did I step away too long at the commercial break? Like,
that's what Emily was saying. Like, literally, I was talking to her earlier about it. I was like, do we know something about this man? Like, she's like, no, I have no idea. It came out of nowhere.
You know how Hannah and Kaylin...
yes. They knew each other.
And it was kind of set up a little more like that.
Yeah.
But with this, it was just like,
it's just like, hey, I hate you day one, and I don't know you, and that was very weird.
Yeah, that was really odd.
So I hated that. Also, he looks exactly like this guy from college, who was a huge douchebag. So I'm immediately being like, oh yeah, you're a douchebag.
Yeah, and he's from San Diego.
Oh, he just looks exactly like him. He looks exactly like him, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's on my no way.
He's going to stay a little bit for this weird drama with Cody. For sure.
For sure. Yeah, that's going to be, it's going to keep coming up for some reason.
And Cody's face.
Okay,
terrifies.
So yeah, the next one on my list, Cody. What?
Kind of looks like a Cabbage Patch. Okay.
Ew, he does. Okay, yeah, so Cody is my next guy. Truly, the only reason is because he brought a blow-up doll, and I think that's so... Like, not to kink shame, but that was weird.
I just was like, this is not the same as bringing a dildo, in my opinion. Like,
no, because everyone uses dildo.
I just was like,
that's like normal.
What does this have to do with... He's like, meet my... Like, I thought he was going to bring, like, a dog.
That's what my mom thought.
Like,
she was like,
pet.
But I was like, Mom, he said intimate.
Oh, true. Oh, God.
Like, I hope to God it's not his dog.
I was just thinking, like, a special person.
No, I completely thought it was...
Sandy.
Yeah, I completely thought it was going to be the dog, too. Until he brought that out, and I was like, okay, bye.
And I honestly don't know why Katie kept him, and then how she had such a calm reaction. I would be like, no, I don't think I could hide the disgust.
That's the thing where it brings me to Katie has some interesting qualities, because she's like, oh, I love a sense of humor, and she thought that was just like funny. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, oh, is your sense of humor like bad?
Maybe I
is
take
this what you find
seriously.
funny?
I'm like, well,
that's
no,
like
you're gonna be my husband. I don't really want my husband to be. Like, how did we meet?
He brought a sex doll on a reality TV show. But yeah, it's like, I just don't find that funny. But she's like, oh, this is so funny. And like all the other sex puns that came on later, she's like, oh, it's so great that all the guys are super funny. I'm like, is this what you find funny? Because yikes.
Saying everyone was attractive.
Yeah, not everyone was attractive.
Not everyone
Sorry, honey, but
was as attractive as she was saying. And
no. Like, and that brings me to Courtney with a Q.
Yeah.
She was the one who like did the like bang me pose.
Yeah.
And I was like, to Courtney with a Q? Literally all I wrote, Courtney with a Q. That's
had
just
confidence, so I'll give him that. But I do not
He
like
kinda-
the puns.
no.
It was too much.
He looks like a skinnier Dale. And I literally, me and my mom were like, huh? And I just couldn't get over the fact that his name is Courtney with a Q. Like, that's what I call him. Courtney with a Q. Courtney with a Q, I do not like you.
Oh, that
Sorry.
rhymes. Okay.
Courtney with a Q, I do
He
not
would like that.
you. I know, he did his little poem. Okay, and then finally, controversial opinion, since everyone else seemed to be like in love with him, is James, who was the guy who came in the box. I think that's a stupid plan to come into a box and not even reveal yourself till halfway through the night. Probably even more. Who knows how long he was in that thing. And then everyone was like, oh my gosh, he's like this super suave hot guy. And I'm like, no, he's not.
I was thinking, oh, that's kind of a dumb move, but then it paid off for him.
It did.
Maybe it was like the build up and the guys saw him and they just were thinking, wow, he looks great, because they were expecting someone
like
horrible.
An uggo, yeah. But I like his hair was so slicked back and like gelled and weird.
He looked sleazy.
He looks super sleazy. He looks like a car salesman.
Yes. Especially with that suit too.
Yep.
It was very tight.
Very.
A little too tight.
I was not into James, but she was like, yeah, she was obsessed with him the second he came out of the box. All the guys were like, fuck, he looks amazing. He's probably gonna get the first impression rose.
Well, thank God he didn't, because that would be really weird. But
yeah.
I was, the only thing I was impressed about was that, was he really in the box the whole time? Because for him to come out,
what if he had to pee?
I could just picture myself getting out of that box and like my legs would be asleep.
Yep.
I'd be like trying to reorient.
He wasn't even sweaty.
Nope,
there was other guys
sweat.
there who were dripping of
They must
sweat.
have had fans in there.
I know, because where are they? They're like in New Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It just,
because I was like, why are they all so like sweaty? Because there was, I think his name was Andrew or whatever. He was dripping.
yes, and unfollowable
in
lights too don't help.
Yeah. So no, James popped out like a spring chicken and was like, hello.
I was gonna say maybe his plan was that she would know all the other guys' faces and then his face would be new. But then I was thinking, there's 30 guys. Like, how could you remember all their faces anyway?
No.
Oh, Gabriel.
Oh, which one is Gabriel?
My unfortunate namesake. He was the guy that came out. He got eliminated, but he came out and said something like, "Let's take some deep breaths together." And like he was the way he hugged her, and then the caption read, "Spine cracks."
Yeah. Oh.
I was like, oh.
Ew. Yes. Okay. Gabriel was freaking creepy. Also, the RV guy. Oh my God.
Were they like playing that up because?
Oh my God.
The skin salesman.
Was he the skin salesman?
I'm sure that was the name that they gave him because he lived in the RV
and he looks like a creepo.
Yeah, but
and he kept being like, haha, am I like gonna steal you away? Or, I don't know what he was saying,
like, I'm not one of those guys that'll like put something in your drink and like take you to my bedroom or something like that.
It's like, don't say that. Just never mention it.
You saying that
makes me feel like you're gonna do exactly that, actually.
The way she looked, there's just
she was like, absolutely not.
The RV is not for me.
Yeah, at least thank God she got rid of him. Like, she did get rid of some uggos. Like, she got rid of the Gabriel with the weird cracking of the back. And she got rid of RV guy. Can't actually remember who else she got rid of. Oh, she got rid of that guy with like the emo haircut.
Yes.
So thank God. Don't even think we heard him speak.
I know. There were a lot of guys we didn't hear from.
She did get rid of this guy who like brought like all these crystals that he really liked.
Oh yeah.
And he had an earring, and I was like, damn,
I
why
felt
didn't you pick
bad
him?
Only because I was like, this is probably not a good the way they edited it. I'm not saying that that's how he delivered it, but he, it was in his hand, and then he's like, this one is this, and this one is this. Katie wants a guy that's like, I'm excited to be here, let me crack a joke, and let's talk about this later. Like, let's talk about us now. Not my...
It probably wasn't his best delivery, so I feel bad for him.
Because I think that's like a bring up a little later, get to know me, and then let me tell you something I'm passionate about.
Right. Yeah, because it's like, that's cool. I love crystals
I think
and everything
really
about
cool.
that is fun. But yeah, it's like...
He should have said like what he used them. He was just like listing the names.
He was like, and this is this one, and this is this one.
This guy, Austin got eliminated. I don't even remember him.
Oh, I don't think he talked either.
Yeah, and oh my God.
Oh. That was the guy with the emo hair. Gabriel, bye. Jeff, that was the RV guy. Landon, I don't even remember him.
Marcus.
I thought Marcus stayed.
Apparently, he was eliminated. Wait,
what? I thought Marcus. There's no way Marcus got eliminated.
Wait.
No, there's no way because I remember him
Rose
being there.
Ceremony number 1 eliminations.
What? That's Ron. That is Ron. Marcus is still there. I think everyone else is right though.
Did they? Oh well. What? There's so many.
Oh.
No, this is fake. Those people are still there. I don't know.
What? Okay, well I think the first few people were right.
Yes.
Because I remember most of those guys leaving. Okay, yeah, still that guy. I think it might be just those 5, whatever.
And the Landon guy.
And they see.
It says he was sent home. He was sent packing during the premiere, Marcus.
What?
And
no, he wasn't. Marty was. Marcus was not. I'm like almost 1,000% positive Marcus is still there. Maybe I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, so, I mean, that kind of, I did notice that anyone that she was kissing was like, she was really kissing them.
No, she was really into it.
Yeah, like, I know, again, she's sex positive, great, but like, don't have sex with him right now.
Especially with Connor, I was thinking, are they gonna go to a private room?
Yeah, they're literally gonna like do it right now in the cat costumes.
No, oh my god. No, I just the way she was kissing everyone, honestly impressed because it seemed like she didn't even notice the cameras.
Yeah.
And I feel like the other bachelorettes are more like poised, maybe a little more aware of like how many guys they're gonna kiss and like what people are gonna say. And I think she just doesn't care, which is nice.
Yeah, which is cool.
Also,
it's very awkward to watch though, because it's like, this is like you're like about to.
Well, can it be shorter just for the audience? They can kiss as long as they want.
I know, like it's like why can't the producers like trim it a little bit? Because like they literally look like they're about to go have sex. It's like okay, I'm watching this with my parents.
Exactly,
so.
And this is only the first episode. Can you imagine when we're in fantasy?
Well, and that was in the preview. She's like, "When does Fantasy Suite start?" And I'm like, "Oh my god." I wonder, actually...
Gonna change the rules.
I wonder if she's gonna pull a Caitlyn. Because remember, Caitlyn hooked up with Nick.
Yeah.
Which...
Oh my gosh.
So weird to think about.
That unearthed a memory.
I know. But like... And now Caitlyn's one of the hosts. Like, I wonder if she's gonna be like, hey, I want to go, like, fuck before the Fantasy Suite. And Caitlyn's gonna be like, oh yeah.
Let me help you out. That'll be like a little storyline on the side.
I wonder if she will, though. Because I could see her doing that. I really
could see that happening.
She's
like,
already,
no shame. I just... could see it happening.
Oh yeah, no, I can.
She's just night 1, Connor.
Again, night 1. I think she would have had sex with any of those guys, but it's like, okay, I need to calm down a little bit.
I know,
I'm curious. I am curious.
And then the rose ceremony with the 2 hosts
was awkward.
And I understand like they're not going to just have. Maybe they don't want to like assign one person or they don't want to do every other, Right. But it just seemed weird. I think they were not wanting to step over each other.
Yeah.
They didn't want to keep doing the 3, 2, 1. Like,
yeah.
1 rose left. Like,
I know. It's like they're gonna have to figure something out because it was
the way they
awkward.
walked in too,
and then when they walk out, it's like,
and it's kind of
it's weird.
It kind of made me uncomfortable.
I know. I like it when they're just like when they're all just talking, like
when
the
it's
3
casual
of them,
and
when
it's more organic.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Chris had the good, like, professional.
Yeah.
He did not have the great organic moments. He was attacking Matt. And
others.
Like, it was
He's
scary.
like, you need to make a decision. It's like, okay. Oh. Yeah, no, I think they're super great at just talking with Katie and chatting with her. But yeah, like, actually being the host and being like, this is the final rose. It's like,
Well, I think you're so used to seeing them as, like, a casual, fun person that to see them... quote unquote pretending to be this serious person, like that's not
well, because even like because what were your thoughts when JoJo did it for Tayshia when she stepped in for a little bit?
I mean, it was I don't know, I mean it still was weird.
It was still a little weird.
I think it was better that there was just one person and she did seem more professional. I don't want to like. There's nothing bad with Caitlyn and Tayshia. I think
it's just weird because there's 2.
Plus, I think people know like Chris is done. Like with JoJo, it was just her stepping in for a little bit, and it was kind of like a fun change.
Fun little tidbit.
Wasn't Chris going off to his son's
to drop
like,
his son off at the college?
I guess it didn't have the same vibe. Maybe she didn't have the pressure too.
Can you imagine being that son? You're starting college and. I mean, all the girls there are going to know exactly who you are. And they now know your dad's a huge racist. and got fired.
They saw like Chris moving, but well, actually, probably didn't do anything. He just stood there, and, tipped the little mover.
Oh my god! That must be so embarrassing for him.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, whoever.
Sorry, kid.
Hope your college career.
Okay, and then what else do I have? Gets rid of most of the uggos. Oh yeah.
Preview for the season.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the preview for the season looks intense. Like I know. They always are like, this is the most dramatic season yet, but this literally looks dramatic.
Wait, we did not talk about Blake.
Oh, well, because he shows up
I know
later.
I know he's not in the episode, but that he's coming back. Do you have thoughts on that?
I
Do you hate him?
hate Blake. I hated Blake on Claire and Tayshia's season. I thought he was stupid and weird. And so I'm like, why is he going to be with Katie?
Because he was when he got broken up with, right before when he was on that date where they were like breathing into each other.
Yes.
That made me so uncomfortable.
Yep.
Because you knew she wasn't feeling it. And
Nope.
I thought, how could he not read that on her face? Like, it was very obvious.
Very obvious.
I want to be like, oh, I like him, but I didn't like him on.
I thought he was so annoying, and like, because I remember he was like obsessed with Claire, and then he was like, I don't know if I could stay for Tayshia, and then flipped a switch immediately and was like, I love Tayshia.
Well, he said something about how he read a bunch of books,
yes,
and that entitled him to like having Claire, some kind of gratitude.
Because it was he was reading books about yes, parent with Alzheimer's, which is like, dude, can you not just like sympathize? Like, don't you know that obviously that would be hard? Why do you have to read a book about it?
Well, they weren't even together. Maybe if you're, I don't know,
like you're actually boyfriend and girlfriend. Possibly that's a good idea.
No,
Possibly.
that was really painful. And then you're right, he did do a really quick switch to Tayshia, and then, Chatty Broads was saying that they were like they were the ones that love him.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, oh, like I want to like him, but I don't.
He's so
and
weird.
I don't like his.
But the thing, I think oh yeah, I think the thing where the Chatty Broads are right is that he is so weird and Katie's kind of weird.
Yes, exactly.
Where they're probably going to mesh
them being the right kind of weird for
together.
Each other.
Yeah, I think they might get along. Ooh.
Oh, no.
I think they're probably going to get along pretty well.
Well, like certain. What was I gonna say? Oh my gosh! It like flew out of my brain. I was so confident that it was gone.
You're like, well,
Oh my!
It's okay.
No, now I'm okay. Keep going.
But yeah, I don't know. Blake seems weird that he's coming in. It seems like we never even talked about this because they didn't talk about him much in this episode. But there's a virgin.
Mike.
Is that his name?
He's like, yes, Mike.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so there's a virgin, which I feel like they just always have to have like, oh, someone's really into sex? Well, there's going to be a person who's never had sex. It's like, who cares?
He seems more, I liked what he said about Katie being sex positive and stuff.
Yeah.
He wasn't like shaming it.
No.
It appeared. Maybe he's trying to be PC this first episode.
Yeah, because see, later in the little preview, he's like crying and he's like, sex is a big deal to me. So I'm almost thinking Katie does sleep with someone earlier and he finds out.
Yes, and he's a little.
Or he makes it all the way to
the fantasy
suites, because I could see him being like upset that she's sleeping with other guys, and then he's like, sex is a big deal to me.
I'm curious to see when that topic gets brought up and what she will say to it.
I know.
Just because I'm curious her thoughts, because as someone who is like more sex positive, I feel like you'd be.
It's like, why?
Like, it's
why?
I don't know, but she just has all these other men that maybe are a little more experienced, and
well, and like, because his reasons is like religious reasons,
yes,
and so it's like, I don't know, she
like,
might
I'm
be a
not
little
saying
turned
it's
off
wrong.
by that.
I'm just saying for Katie and for someone who that's pretty important for them to go into like a marriage and just not have that knowledge when that's a big part of.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because she kept being like, I want them to be comfortable and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And it's like, it doesn't seem like he's very comfortable.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and they're probably going to be some weird date where, they're going to have to say, like, their favorite sexual encounter. And then, like, he's going to be like, I don't.
It's like, I've never actually done it.
And then that's going to be like this big bomb that gets dropped. And
yeah. It's going to, that's going to be weird. But yeah, it seems like a very dramatic season.
I'm looking forward to what happens with them at the resort and how it's going to change because the last seasons were with more COVID, very strict.
Oh, yeah.
And are they going to do anything different, or is Michelle's season going to be the one that's the true different one?
I think Michelle's is going to be.
When was Katie's filmed? Because I guess it was not.
Yeah, it was not now.
I'm thinking it's filmed right this instant.
I know, me too.
But
let's see. They usually do it
like
in 3 months, and they do it right after The Bachelor. So when did The Bachelor end?
It was probably
like January.
Yeah.
So they probably, it was still like
So
COVID-y.
Michelle's will probably be the one where we'll see more of a quote-unquote normal or different season.
They probably will travel like in the U.S.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
That'd be cool to see something.
It's something different.
I'm just scared for these weird group dates that are going to be like this creepy conference room that has been decorated. Like when, with the poem, was it Claire that had the poem?
Yeah, that was stupid. I know, I don't like it when it's obviously still at the hotel, but it's like, I guess there's nothing you can do.
They're just very sad.
I know.
Like someone somewhere could have come up with something a little more
better than this. Like, Jesus. But yeah, I guess we'll see.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Me too. I know. I didn't think I was going to be so excited for Katie, just because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was very hesitant. Like, I'm excited that it's Katie, but I was also like, I wonder how the season's going to go.
Well, I think I was glad to see. I love Michelle, so I was glad to see
Michelle. I'm excited for her.
It makes me excited to know that her season is coming, and we have Katie. And I actually did like the first episode a lot.
Me too.
I thought it went by really fast.
Really fast.
And was it shorter? Like, I mean,
I think it was still 2 hours.
It seemed like it was much shorter. And I liked how it was. Some certain parts weren't drawn out.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's just a little tedious. So.
Yeah, no,
I appreciated that.
They did a better job editing. I hope they keep that up throughout the entire season. Because otherwise...
Maybe they'll get just tired
and they'll be like, okay. Yeah, but, yeah. I mean, those are our thoughts.
Excited for next Monday.
Yeah, excited for next Monday. I'll probably be doing bonus episodes, maybe a few real, like, main episodes of this. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed listening, and I'll see you all next Monday with a brand new episode. Bye.